Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Butternubs. I just want to thank you guys so much for getting me to 300 subscribers. It really, really means the most to me. I know it might not be like the biggest sub goal to be reached on, this platform, but it really does mean a lot to me. Wanted to do YouTube for a long, long time, but I can do it as a little hobby until it becomes like an actual job for me. But until then, I just want to thank you guys a lot. It really does mean the most. And if you guys have any other ASMR lore kind of videos you guys want me to do, leave it down below. If you guys just want me to stop that entirely, please let me know. Please let me know. It'll down below. I'm getting so flustered. I'm running out of time here. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot. Thank you guys so much. Hold up. On your left. Alright, he's coming. He's coming inside. He's behind me. He's throwing back shots. Fuck. Yeah, that was a good game session. It sucks I didn't clutch that 1v5 though. You getting off? Alright, man. Yeah, good night. I'll talk to you later. Psst. Psst. Hey. I'm sorry to wake you up. But you said last week you had a waffle maker. Yeah, I need to use it. Dude, come on. It's very important. Alright, awesome. Thanks. Hey. What happened? You can't fall back asleep? Why not? What do you mean it's my fault? What does my waffle situation have to do with you being awake? Fine. How about I tell you a story to go back to sleep? Any stories that you know? You don't know? Any stories that you want to hear? A game lore. I could give it a shot. Which one do you want to know? Five Nights at Freddy's? Okay, sure. Then get cozy. Because this story barely makes any sense to me. Also, the lore is absolutely crazy and scattered. So, it's still ongoing. And if I'm being honest, who knows what the lore is right now? Right? So, this story begins with two guys. One named William and one named Henry. William, a father to 3 children. His oldest son named Michael. His daughter Elizabeth. And his youngest child, with a fan base debate to this day about his name. Some call him Evan, but for today, we'll just call him the crying child. And Henry, who also has a child, has a girl named Charlie. Both men decide to open a diner dedicated to dancing animatronics named Fredbear's Family Diner around the 1970s. The restaurant was a huge success with the children. Due to the growing success of Fredbear's Family Diner, both William and Henry founded Fazbear's Entertainment along with the first Freddy Fazbear's Pizza restaurant, which opened in 1983, which is the first FNAF location. Yeah, I'm aware it sounds a lot like Chuck E. Cheese, but I swear, animatronic animals with pizza is the only shared connection they both share. Regardless, they both freak me the fuck out, so I tend to steer clear of that place. Yeah, I agree, the pizza's pretty mid too. Yeah, as a kid, the suits used to scare me shitless. Oh, who the fuck told you that? Alright, whatever. You seem to be a little bit awake now, so I think I'm gonna ditch the whispering so you can kinda hear me a little bit better. Alright, back to the story. In this new location, things were going pretty great. New animatronics were built, those new animatronics being Freddy, Bonnie, Foxy, Chica, and the puppet. In this new location, these animatronics were made to help keep the children safe, using special color-coded bracelets. The puppet was in charge of keeping the kids with the green bracelets. However, one day, Henry's child was locked out of the pizzeria while wearing a green-colored bracelet. Watching through a window, seeing the kids play and have fun, as seen in one of the 8-bit minigames, William would then take the next step, setting in motion the chain of events that would create a story of vengeful spirits demanding justice, so that they could be laid to rest. In one of these minigames, William steps out of his car and kills Charlie outside the very restaurant where kids are supposed to feel the safest. The puppet watches in horror on the other side through a window, unable to help. Eventually, the puppet manages to go outside to help Charlie, but is unable to, and lies next to the lifeless body of Henry's child, Charlie. Charlie's soul then possesses the puppet. After murdering Charlie, William begins to distance himself from Henry and the restaurant and creates Afton Robotics, his very own animatronic company, underneath his very own home, hidden away from anybody. Here, William would then create the brand new animatronics from a new location called Circus Baby Pizza World. William created Baby, Ballora, Funtime Freddy, and Funtime Foxy. These new animatronics were only made for the sole purpose of luring and capturing children, with Baby being the main star and attraction of the pizzeria. William's daughter, Elizabeth, wanted to attend the new sister location on its first day of opening. Meanwhile, William refused to let Elizabeth go, knowing full well he can't leave his daughter alone with the animatronics. However, Elizabeth didn't listen to her father and went to see Baby. During its first day, as Elizabeth went to see Baby, Elizabeth was all alone, causing Baby's programming to kick in. Baby opens her chest, revealing ice cream, luring Elizabeth closer to Baby. And in that quick moment, Baby kills Elizabeth, enclosing Elizabeth in Baby's chest. After Elizabeth's death, William shuts down the restaurant on its opening day and covers it up, claiming a gas leak in the building. Baby, as well as the other Funtime animatronics, are retired and locked away in William's basement. You know what's really crazy is that I haven't even gotten to the heavy lore stuff yet. Like, we're just barely scratching the surface of all this. You look really tired. Do you want me to keep going? Really? Alright, let's keep going. You do realize this could take all night long, right? Oh, it's only worth it if I don't get any sleep. You're a dick sometimes, you know that, right? Anyway, back to small businesses and murdering children. So, shortly after Elizabeth's death, William heads back to his underground bunker to work on the Baby animatronic to help restore her soul through something called Remnant, which is basically the soul. While all this goes down, William keeps tabs on his youngest son through a plushie with a camera and a speaker, making sure he avoids the restaurant as he doesn't want to lose another child. William's youngest son eventually is brought to Fredbear's Family Diner by Michael, his eldest son. Now, the youngest is absolutely terrified of these animatronics, so as a prank, Michael picks him up while he cries and screams and brings him closer to the Golden Freddy animatronic. Sadly, because of the crying, the youngest tears moisten the spring locks in the suit, causing them to lock up and bite down on the child. This is known as the Bite of 83. Now, with 2 children lost, William promises to put his youngest child back together the only way he knows how. He bonds his soul with the Golden Freddy spring lock animatronic. The bite results in Fredbear's Family Diner being shut down. With Fredbear's and the sister location being both shut down, it only left the FNAF 1 location standing. Something I forgot to tell you is that these restaurants each had a secret room kept away from the digital map layout, as well from the animatronics and from security. Now, let's kind of skip ahead in time. Now, the year is now 1985. William begins to use the spring-locked Bonnie suit to lure kids into the hidden rooms. Now, on June 26, 1985, William lures and kills 5 children and stuffs their bodies in the remaining suits in the restaurant. Freddy, Chica, Foxy, Bonnie, and the Golden Freddy suit, making 2 souls now possessing the Golden Freddy suit. However, the child that was stuffed in the Golden Freddy suit was not like the rest. William had killed the child more violently than the others, making her spirit more angry than the others. And her name was Cassidy. With new kids killed, Charlie takes it upon herself to guide these lost and sorrowful souls to be attached to the very animatronics they were stuffed in. And now these souls that were once full of sorrow now passes these suits filled with anger, yearning for revenge. Did you just yawn? Are you yawning? Really? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring you? Does the death and murder of 5 children bore you that much? We haven't even gotten to the complicated lore segments yet. Yeah, this is just basically laying the foundation of this messed up timeline. You're right. I'm sorry. You know, with all this said, do you think the pizza was any good? Like the Chuck E. Cheese pizza? And already the Chuck E. Cheese pizza is already mid at best, right? But these kids keep coming back despite how creepy they look. You think they also recycle the pizza slices just like Chuck E. Cheese? Yeah, you're probably right. They probably do. Alright, let's continue. With these kids now dead and rotting away in these suits full of anger and revenge, the odor begins to present itself, as well as an ooze-like substance slowly emerging from the suits. Finally, close to the end of 1985, the FNAF 1 location was finally shut down due to missing children. The ooze and the odor emanating from the suits. William is charged, but never jailed, for the murders, as the police lacked sufficient evidence, as the missing children's bodies could never be found. 2 years later, in 1987, the FNAF 2 location opened as a grand reopening to the franchise, with brand new animatronics, even old animatronics such as the Puppet and Funtime Foxy from sister location, as well as brand new features added to the animatronics, such as a criminal database to keep these kids safe so as not to repeat what had happened at the previous locations. Though this new and improved location brought new things to its table, the remnants of the past still lingered. The old animatronics were stored in the hidden back rooms for spare parts. Within a few weeks of opening, kids start to tear apart at Funtime Foxy, leaving it to become withered and mangled. William, working the night shift security guard role, switches over to days, leaving the night shift to the player. While on day shift, William suits up in his springtime Bonnie suit to lure 5 more kids into the back rooms and proceeds to kill them. In-game, the phone guy informs the player that the animatronics begin to behave differently, implying that these new victims now possess the new animatronics from this new location. Okay, now that we got the basics lore foundation set, it's time to officially start the lore. Why do you look so mad? Dude, don't get mad at me for making this story. I am simply a man making this dumpster fire of a timeline as cohesive and digestible as possible for you. Dude, I know it's really bad. Imagine spending time out of your life to actually try and understand this lore. Pfft, it wouldn't be me. Right, okay, sorry. Moving on. Look, I know you're just a little upset with me, but I kind of understand it, but you're just gonna have to trust me on this part, okay? And I mean really, really trust me on this part. Right, so the story technically really starts between 1985 and 1987. Now, the character we've been playing as in the games is none other than William's oldest son, Michael. Around these years, Michael finds his father's underground workshop in the FNAF sister location, that holds the retired Funtime animatronics. Throughout the game of Sister Location, Baby gains Michael's trust, leading him to a room called the Scooping Room, where Michael's organs and bones have been scooped out of him, leaving him just an empty skin suit. The Funtime animatronics Baby, Ballora, Funtime Foxy, and Funtime Freddy fuse to form a singular mass known as Innard. This new mass climbs into Michael's empty body so that Innard can walk among the living and appear as a normal human being. Unfortunately for Innard, Michael's body begins to rot and decay fast, leaving Innard no other choice but to leave Michael's body and to flee into the sewers, leaving Michael's body to wither away. However, just like the Afton bloodline, nobody never truly dies. Michael's body now fused with some remnant from Innard. Now, with a new purpose in life, Michael wants to end the cycle of anger that his father set in motion years ago, as well as to lay these poor souls to rest. While in the sewer, Innard kicks out Baby as she possesses too much power and control over the mass, leaving Innard to become Molten Freddy. Baby, now alone, rebuilds herself as Scrap Baby. You know, I kind of forgot to mention this to you, but while William was working at the FNAF 2 location, he used to work as a security officer for the night shift. However, he switched over to day shift, and because of this, he was able to kill those 5 new children at the FNAF 2 location. Right, now that we have that settled, now we follow Michael as he begins his nighttime job as security officer for the FNAF 2 location, while his father works the day shift. While working the night shift, Michael was met with more of the damned souls left by his father's sensational bloodlust, leaving Michael to do his best to help free these kids. However, Michael is fired for tampering with the suits, as well as the odor that lingers with Michael. A new security officer takes over Michael's position as security officer and is moved to the day shift for one last birthday celebration for the day. William, also working the same day, helps oversee the last birthday. This would lead to the security officer being bitten, making this the second bite in the franchise history, and now cementing itself as the bite of 87. This was one of the sole reasons as to why the FNAF 2 location was shut down afterwards. A few years later, the year now being 1993, Michael once again finds himself working the night shift security role for the original Five Nights at Freddy's location. In this location, only a few remaining animatronics were brought over from the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 location, that being Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Golden Freddy, and the puppet. Though I'd like to think Charlie was there the whole time, watching over, making sure the kids' souls were safe the whole time. Once again, however, Michael was fired for tampering with the suits and due to his odor. Yeah, you're right. He has to learn how to take a shower. It's kind of gross, isn't it? Now, this is where both William's and Michael's story sort of collide without them realizing. Shortly after 1993, after being fired and the store closing down due to William's involvement with the missing children, William heads back inside the FNAF 1 location to retrieve the Golden Bonnie suit. Here, the angered souls trap and corner William into the very back rooms where he had killed them. Panicked, William puts on the spring lock suit one last time. The moisture from the room locks the springs from the suit, causing the springs to intertwine into William's body. William begins to scream and bleed out, dying by the very suit he used to murder innocent children. William, now collapsed on the floor, is left to suffer and rot in the twisted suit of failed spraying locks and blood. What? The books? What about the books? Man, I'm not touching that shit. Nah, dude, you're wilding on that one. Look, people say it's canon, people say it's not canon. I don't know what it is, but I'm not touching that. Not today, at least. If you want me to, I can, but for right now, let's stick with the main story, okay? Alright, let's move on then. 20 years has now gone by, and it's now 2023. A new location is opened called Fazbear's Fright, which was meant to be a sort of horror-themed haunted house. All types of memorabilia has been collected throughout all the locations to be used as decoration for this horror attraction, including the stuff from the hidden back rooms that were sealed up after the events of 1993. Now uncovered and set for decoration, William is now set free, now roaming the FNAF 3 location, now known as Springtrap. In this new location, we play as Michael once again. Throughout these nights, Michael is haunted by the apparitions of previous animatronics, all except for two, his father William and the puppet. On the final night of FNAF 3, Michael burns down this location in hopes that it'll put a stop to the horrors his father had brought to the world. Sadly, the puppet, Michael, and William still survive this fire. A new location is built, but not by Fazbear Entertainment, but solely by Henry himself. Henry has spent time creating this new location with the intent that no one can make it out alive. Henry calls on the remaining animatronics still roaming around to its last location. Henry even posts an ad for a security officer, which Michael manages to get the role one final time. Michael, once again having to face off the last horrors. He faces Scrap Baby, Lefty, an animatronic made to capture and hold the puppet, Molten Freddy, and the remains of Springtrap, now dubbed Scrap Trap. At the end of the game, the doors close, creating a prison. Now with all the remaining survivors enclosed, Henry begins to set the entire location on fire. The first 5 of the children's souls, as well as Henry, William, and Michael, are now finally laid to rest, ending the cycle of hatred. And with that, the end of the story. Are you falling asleep on me? Hey. Oh, my bad. Did I say the end? No, because this isn't the end, not by a long shot. Yeah, everyone pretty much agrees that would have made the perfect ending too. Yeah, everyone did die. But why are you confused? Dude, relax. Lay back down. Jeez, I didn't think you'd get so upset. Were you really that invested? My bad. We still have a little ways to go. Want me to continue? Alright. Well, we have a little bit more story left, unfortunately, so get cozy again. Ready? Even though I do agree with you that, Five Nights at Freddy's 6 would have made the perfect ending to all this, there is more after that. Yeah, it's called Ultimate Custom Night. I used to think it wasn't canon, but, that it was just a game to kind of test the players, but it actually has more lore behind it than I thought. In this game, we no longer play as Michael, but instead, this is the first time we play as William in his own personal hell, created by one of the children's spirits that had refused to move on. The one that William had killed so brutally, Cassidy. Cassidy created this never-ending cycle of death and torture for William. Now, these two souls are forever locked by anger and hatred, never being able to fully move on and rest. Years after the events of Five Nights at Freddy's 6, Fazbear's Entertainment makes a VR game, making light of the years of murder and torment, hoping to recover its name and reputation. Fazbear's Entertainment used an old circuit board from whatever animatronics they could find and upload them into their likeness into the VR games. And of course, some of the old circuit boards were from William's Springtrap suit. William's consciousness was absorbed into the circuit board and is now uploaded into the VR game. He returns as a computer virus to the game, now known as Glitchtrap. William tries to free himself from the game back to reality by trying to possess the bodies of the players who test the VR game. The developers of the game see Glitchtrap and decide to split it into 16 videotapes. Sadly, however, one of these players manages to find and assemble all 16 tapes, making Glitchtrap whole. Now back together, William possesses the player, and in doing so, the player now becomes a follower of Glitchtrap, with now the sole intent to help restore William's old body. While all this goes down, Fazbear Entertainment still has one more trick up its sleeve. They opened the Mega Pizzaplex right on top of the old FNAF 6 location, burying it in its basement. Around the year 2038, the Mega Pizzaplex is now open, a multi-layered structure designed for different themes for different animatronics. Those new animatronics being Glamrock Freddy, Glamrock Chica, Montgomery Gator, Roxanne Wolf, the daycare attendants with split personalities being Sun and Moon, the wind-up Music Man, and finally, DJ Music Man. And once again, in the good old-fashioned, or should I say, the curse of the Fazbear name, people go missing once again. Now bringing us to the current present of all the FNAF lore. You play as a small child named Gregory, who is trapped in the Mega Pizzaplex after closing hours. With the help of Glamrock Freddy, Gregory makes his escape out of the Pizzaplex, although it was easier said than done. In the true ending of Security Breach, both Gregory and Freddy face off against William underneath the Pizzaplex, and in old-fashioned, burn down the Mega Pizzaplex, leaving it and William to burn. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's DLC for Security Breach in the works, and that hasn't been released yet. Now you and I are all caught up to the current timeline and lore of this complex mess that is Five Nights at Freddy's. Granted, there's some plot holes that need to be fixed, and I'm not that sort of a guy to piece them all together, so you know, there's a lot of things that need explaining, and I don't really have the answers for. All we could do is just really theorize about it and hope we're right. If you want, I can send you some links to some content creators on YouTube with amazing theories, if you want to try to understand more. Yeah? Alright then, I'll send you them later when I get a chance tomorrow. You're having trouble keeping your eyes open. It seems like you're finally dozing off on me. I'll explain the lore again sometime later if you're really that interested. Like you have no idea how much lore there is. Like, to this great value Chuck E. Cheese. You know, if you like, I can always explain different types of game lore to you if you want to listen. You do? That's great. Just let me know which ones you want me to tell you. Oh, and before I forget, I left you a waffle downstairs for you when you wake up. Yeah, it's chocolate chips in it. Your favorite? Okay. Good night. Oh, and before I forget, I'm also gonna take your waffle maker. I'm going to need it for another thing. Don't ask me what, though. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out this ASMR video. If there's any other games, anime, or
movie lore that you want me to explain in any ASMR type of video, please feel free to let me know which ones down in the comments down below. Or if you really hated it and you need to let me know now so I never do it again, for the love of God, tell me in the comments below. I know it's not what I usually upload, and no, yeah, it's never what I usually upload, but it still means a lot for you guys to still check it out. So with that being said, leave a like if you guys did enjoy, subscribe if you guys are new, and as always, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, or just in case a fantastic night, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace. Also, just like a little like warning too beforehand, it's like currently 3:47 in the morning. I just finished recording all the lines for the audio, for the ASMR audio, and I mean, it's already like 30, it was like 31 minutes, basically, 31 minutes. But at the end of this, I think I'm just going to add like a kind of compilation of like bloopers and me, that's my phone going off in the background, of me trying really, really hard to try to perfect this video. So I think I'm just going to add that at the end. You guys can, you know, turn off the video at this point. You know, the lore is done, but if you guys want to stick around for the just like the little outtakes that I have, if that's your kind of cup of tea, then you guys, my phone keeps going off, but you guys are more than welcome to stay. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. It truly means the most to me, and I hope I get to kind of do more of these. This was as stressful as it was. It was kind of fun, right? And I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye. I'm gonna just record this for maybe like a blooper thing. This is gonna be like the first take I do. I don't know how well it's gonna turn out. I don't know how far I'm gonna have this take, but thank you guys so much for, I guess, sticking around even after, if there is a blooper here. I'm not reading off a script or anything right now. I'm just kind of going off top dome, whatever. I don't have the best sounding voice. I guess I've always been self-conscious about that, so doing this is kind of weird. But thank you guys for sticking through all the streams, and just thank you, really. Guess I had to get back to the video. All right, that's the end of this one. This is just like a test, because I don't know how loud the refrigerator next to me is going to be. So I'm just talking like this for the meanwhile. So I'm just gonna throw a couple like sentences at you. Due to the growing success of Freddy Fast. Due to the growing success of Fredbear's Family Diner, both William and Henry founded Fazbear's Entertainment, along with the first Freddy Fazbear's Pizza restaurant, which opened in 1983, which is the first FNAF location. Hold up. Oh, he's coming. On your left. He's behind me. Blowing black shots. Black. Hey everyone, it's Mr. Butternups. I'm trying to record this like at 10:30, right, p.m. It's like almost 11 o'clock, and my neighbors won't shut the fuck up. I don't know if you can hear them, but like they're like blasting music through their cars, and it's just like so fucking loud. And I need to record this. I want this to be out before October, and I have like a couple months to finish this, so no one told me how difficult and how quiet I need things to be for this ASMR shit, bro. This is ridiculous. Hey, what happened? You can't fall back. This story begins with two guys, one named William and one named Harry. William,
Henry, not fucking. This story.
God fucking damn it.
Mikasa, the fridge next to me keeps making sound, and I hate it so fucking much.
Hope you all enjoyed this shitty ass Aaron Yeager impression.
Okay, this is just testing out the fridge in the background, because I have a big fucking fridge that's right next to the microphone. And so I'm just testing out its sound quality as I record this. Yeah, I'm aware it sounds like Chuck E. Cheese, but I swear, animatronic animals and pizza is the only shared connection they both share. Regardless, they both freak me the fuck out, so I tend to steer clear of that place. Yeah, I agree, the pizza's pretty mid too. Yeah, as a kid, this used to scare me shitless. Who the fuck told you that? Watching through a window, seeing the kids play and have fun, as seen in one of the 8-bit minigames, William would take then would have then watching through a window, seeing the kids play and have fun. As seen in one of the 8-bit minigames, William would then take the next step, setting in motion a chain of events that would Fuck! You know what's crazy? I haven't even gotten to the heavy lore stuff yet. We were just barely scratching the surface. You look really tired. Do you want me to keep going? Really? Really? Alright. Yeah, let's keep going. You do realize this could probably take all night, right? Oh, it's only worth it if I don't get sleep in it, right? You're a dick sometimes, you know? Anyway. Back to small businesses and murdering children. Let's go. William's son, however, eventually is brought to Fredbear's family diner by his oldest son, Michael. Now, the youngest son is absolutely terrified of these animatronics. So as a prank, Michael picks him up while he cries and screams and brings him closer to the Golden Freddy. Doesn't sound right. Hold on. It takes me really like hearing the leather chair. I'm like, hold on, let me. Yeah. You like this for a blooper, huh? Is this what you wanted? Is this really what you wanted? You know, little. See, some more shit's kind of like, it's a little shilly. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what they really do in these ASMR shit. So I guess I'm really proud of you. You're doing so well. You're such a good boy. It's Mr. Bednubs. It's currently 2 a.m. in the morning. You know, it's real late at night, and I just want to tell you guys thank you for just watching and listening, whatever you're gonna do with this ASMR thing. And I don't know how you guys are gonna eat it up, use it as background information, maybe dissect it piece by piece and tell me how wrong I am. Because I think the DLC for Security Breach completely fucked up the lore from Security Breach that I already have written down. I'm not gonna go back and write it again. I'm not doing it. But I just want to thank you guys so much, and maybe I'll give you guys it's like 70 degrees outside, but it feels like it's 92 in my room. It's bullshit. Within a few weeks of opening, kids tear apart Funtime Foxy, leaving it to become mangled. Why did I sound like that guy who's I sound like that guy who's like, I just bought the Among Us potion from the dark web.
look, I know you're just a little upset with me, but just, you have to trust me here, okay? The story really starts between 1980. Okay. Or perhaps even the scooper. It continues to live and move. Now with a new purpose in life, to end this cycle of anger and to lay these poor souls to rest that his father had set in motion years ago. While in the sewer. And that doesn't sound right, actually. Hold up. Once again, however, Michael was fired for tampering with the suits, and due to his older brother. Once again, however, Michael was fired for tampering with the suits and the odor. Dude gotta learn how to take a shower for real. No, yeah, you're right. I really put that in the script. What the fuck? Gregory, we get to talk about the Mega Pizzaplex. Gregory, you just rolled the worst joint I've ever seen. Please make your way out of the Mega Pizzaplex. Yeah. I know this isn't like... I don't remember exactly when I was recording this part, but hold on. Oh. Mikasa, I have to know. Orman, you have to tell me too. Does it clap? Does Sean have... Is he hung? Yeah. That's so terrible. I mean, it makes me cringe. This whole ASMR thing has just been like, when I had kept the original audio that I had recorded, like the first takes, like as a failsafe in case I didn't like the current iteration of the audio, which is the current one right now. But it was kind of bad, and every time I recorded it, I would cringe so fucking hard. And every now and then too, I would just kind of like, or just like go into the microphone and just like practice voices that like I would just do imitations of voices that I used to do, and I was having fun with like Aaron Yeager. I can't do it, but it's the fact that I can't do it which just makes it really fun for me. Oh. Man, it is late. It is really, really late. I see the sun coming up out of my window. It is. It's really late recording this. I'm like really far into this recording session. Fuck. So I think this might be... I'm like about to finish the script too. Like I'm on like the last page. So this might be like the last outtake I might have, because I've been trying to keep this as professional as I can, just because I really want this to be as perfect as I can get it, even though I am as amateur as they come. But I'm gonna leave you guys with a little, I guess like a little like ASMR motivation. So let me turn this microphone real quick. Let me give you guys the actual experience. I don't know. Is this doing anything for you? I'm having too much fun with this. Hey guys, you know how people kind of like... I'm gonna take a page out of Hugby's book. I'm gonna link him in the fucking link down below in the description, because I love this fucking joke so much. So I don't know if people put on like ASMR shit to kind of go to sleep too, but when they do, they kind of leave like autoplay on, so it just plays video after video. So I'm gonna leave this at the end of the bloopers. So in case if someone falls asleep, you know, they're just gonna have a wake up. I think I woke up my parents. That was not worth the bit.
was so fucking loud. I'm so sorry. Alright, that's like a little makeup. I'm just gonna give you like a little I guess words of affirmation just to kinda make up for it, I guess. I am really proud of you. You're doing so well. I know it's a little hard right now, and it's really hot outside too, and you know, it's kind of stressful for a lot of us, but you're doing you, and you're doing the best that you can, and for that, I'm really proud of you. Also, you flipped off that old lady in the parking lot at Arby's the other day, and I'm so excited for that. That was really cool. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for that. Okay, this like the bloopers alone are like 15 minutes. I'm just gonna cut it. All right, bye bye everybody. Love you.